Okay, we're live. Hey, what's going on? Old fashioned ice cream appliance boot camp. This is Mike Sneed coming to you. I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining us this morning. It's been a minute. I'm trying to get back into the groove of actually getting these videos and stuff out. But every time I start doing videos, like I said, I hadn't been shooting videos in a while, and just trying to get things situated with my businesses and all that. And my businesses are doing very well. The ice cream parlor business is doing very well. I got video that I released later, show where I'm at with the shipping container. We got past the actual backflow preventer. We got that passed, ready to go in the process. Yeah, I'll tell you, the universe is just crazy. In the process of fixing the backflow and getting that stuff ready, a wire got cut underground for the electrical feed coming to the container. So with that, we had to make a decision if we were going to rerun the wires up underground, or because the city only covers the wires to the pole, they don't cover the wires up underground. I already got concrete down. I got the what we call water and the sewer pipes in the ground. I got the crush and run over top, and I'll have to go and try to maneuver through all of that. Or we could go overhead. I didn't want to go overhead because I didn't. I wanted to put a sign on top of the building, but we're gonna have to go overhead because that's the only feasible way to do it. So tomorrow we're gonna go overhead and get that done, and we'll be ready to open. But it's the gift that keeps on giving. Now I'm just telling people, hey, we're gonna be open when we get open. Well, no, we're gonna be open for 20 plus years, so a week here and there ain't gonna hurt in the grand scheme of things because we're gonna be open over 20 years. So I got some videos coming up with that. The electrical department coming out showing me it. It's just we're going through it, but we got the backflow preventer passed and ready to go. So I just got to go fix that electrical issue. But once again, thank you all for watching. That kind of goes into the video that I'm doing today. Social media is the new police. And oh, Mike Sneed, come on here. I keep telling y'all to put stuff behind the wall, and I should be putting stuff behind the wall, but I never learned my lesson, and I have to learn the hard way. Uh, the stuff I put out here about the businesses and stuff that I'm doing, a lot of times we're doing stuff that's kind of innovative, believe it or not, for the actual business that we're in. Just like the appliance repair business is something that's 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 the appliance repair business is something that hadn't changed much for in over 50, 60 years. It's just starting to change in the last 10 years. Up until the previous 10 years, a lot of people still date are doing everything with paper invoices, and everything is written in a schedule book. Just recently had they actually started getting away where everything's going paperless and stuff. Um, and and so the ice cream parlor business is further behind the appliance repair business with being innovative and stuff. Everybody have done the same thing for over and over, and that's the way it always been. And when you start coming in and making changes and stuff like that, a lot of people they look at the changes as being a threat because I've been doing it this way forever. Now you come in and you making changes, and then next thing you know, a lot of people look at it as if you're coming in, and if they don't look at it as if it's enough pie for everybody to get something out of the pie. They look at it as if you got if you got two if you get if I'm getting some pie, and then you come and you get a slice of pie, it's less pie for me to get. So I'm not going to compete with you to actually to get another piece of pie. I'm going to try to eliminate you so you can't get none of the pie. Now I'm the only person that have the pie they got to come to. So that's what normally happens, and that's kind of what happened with me with the ice cream parlor. So once again, like I said, I don't put I showing you all things that I'm doing, how I'm making money in the ice cream parlor. I put a lot of it on social media. And with that being said, I want to say, whoever turned me in, thank you. I appreciate it. It didn't hurt me, but it actually it didn't hurt me. that I got turned in. This is serious business. Whoever turned us in to the actual Department of Agriculture, I want to thank you all because it allowed me to now to put my focus where it needs to be at. I had a lot of irons inside of the fire. And what I mean by that, I'm doing a bunch of stuff. And I have not yet really um, uh, dialed in into the ice cream parlor. I've been working in it, but I haven't given it my full attention. Now I got to give it my full attention. And with that, we had to get our SOPs. And luckily I had been working on my SOPs and stuff for the last couple of weeks. I had SOPs ready. We're now doing training. We started yesterday. Well, we started it Thursday, and we're going for the next 2 weeks of training, turning my 11 employees at the ice cream parlor into a machine, and we're going to be a machine in about a month, and we're going to really going to be rocking this ice cream coming up in this season. But yeah, so what happened? We got turned into the Department of Agriculture for doing our ice cream carts and the way that we actually do events and stuff. So the way we do events, you could come in and it was helping the young kids too, where you could come in, you could rent an ice cream cart, and once you rent that ice cream cart, you can buy the ice cream from us, and we'll give it to you at a discounted price. You'll be able to then take the ice cream cart, and you could go out to your neighborhood, to the games, to events, and you could actually your kids and stuff could actually sell the ice cream and make money. We could rent them out. We rent out these little homemade ice cream carts for $250, and they get to choose four flavors of ice cream. They get 1 gallon of each flavor. We drop it off. Then we come back and pick up the ice cream cart later, and they could make about $500 doing that. So we had a bunch of kids. That's what they done during the summer, and their parents was renting them all the time. So every time some events was happening, we have people renting out those ice cream carts. Well, what happened? Somebody, anomalous reporter. So I don't know who it was. So I don't know who it was. The state Department of Agriculture couldn't tell me who it was. But they called in and said, "Hey, they're renting out ice cream carts and stuff like that to people. They're not supposed to be renting out ice cream carts." And Department of Agriculture came out, um, done an investigation with us about the ice cream carts. Told us we can't do ice cream. If I want, I can do ice cream carts, but if I was to do ice cream carts, I would have to turn my ice cream parlor into a semi-manufacturing place, meaning that I would have to actually then have to have nutritional labels on all of the ice cream to go out. I would have to actually uh, uh, keep temperature, like when the ice cream leave my place, I would have to do a temperature stamp. When the ice cream got into the transport vehicle, I had to do a temperature stamp. Then when I got the ice cream to the whoever I was delivering it to, I had to do a temperature stamp. You actually become a manufacturer, a distributor, and then from there you go from your inspection that happened maybe once, one time only, to now you get surprise inspections that can last up to 3 hours. You have to take your ice cream and send off supplies for them to every so often to be able to test for listeria and all that. So it would come to a point where it wouldn't be feasible for me to do it. So we had to back off on the way we do our ice cream carts and stuff like that. We still can do our ice cream cart for events as long as we have our employees out there. We have to have total control of the process. So as long as my employees are out there, we can still do weddings and we can still do the events. But we can't do the thing we're doing with the young entrepreneurs and stuff. The Department of Agriculture, and we actually because it was funny because they never had nobody to do it like that. And so what happened when they came and they actually they I had to show them the ice cream carts and I was showing them exactly what we do. The young lady said, "We never ran into this before." I don't know. She said, I don't know if you are, if what you're doing is wrong or not. So we had to have they had to have they had to study it for about 2 days and come up with a decision of what they're going to do because they never had nobody do it like that before. And she commended me for being for putting it together and thinking outside the box. But they came back with a verdict, and the verdict was when we do that, we lose control of the actual process. So they're not able to go out and resell the ice cream and stuff. So they say you lose control of the process. Anything can happen. So you gotta actually what you call you gotta actually uh, have control over that process from here on from beginning to the end. So okay, so that's no problem. So no problem at all. I just hate I can't do that with the young entrepreneurs and stuff. And with that, I kind of pull back off of social media because, like I say, we get hit all of we get all these people who watch the video, and I didn't realize how how I could say I gotta use the right word here. I didn't realize how how afraid people were of actual competing with different businesses and stuff. I've I don't mind setting aside, and like I say, this right here has nothing to do with the call in because I don't know who called in. It could have been somebody from California. It's because just like the appliance repair, I have people. I know people all across the United States with the appliance repair, and some people like what I do, some people don't like what I do. Where I have the same thing in the ice cream industry. I have people all across the United States now know that I do ice cream for going to the conventions and stuff. And I have people that like what I do and believe in what I do. Some people don't like what I do. They don't like the fact that I get calls all the time about not paying $400 for some vanilla abstract. You know, people tell me all the time, you putting trash in your ice cream, that stuff don't taste well. I tell them all the time, hey, let's meet up somewhere and have a taste and let the people decide. I get the people who disagree on how I do stuff. But it worked for us, and we got the trophies on the wall to prove that it worked for us. But I didn't realize how how scared some people are to compete. Um, just recently, we are going to do an event, and we get to the event. They got other ice cream parlors there, and the event they had an area that they put all the food vendors in. And so they have another ice cream parlor, and this ice cream parlor is right across. You know, their trailer is going to be right in front of our trailer, and uh, they tell they already there. They dropped theirs off the night before. We get in there that morning. I'm pulling up, and they tell me they give me where I need to go. So I get there, and the other ice cream parlors there, and it's like they just go crazy. Where you parking at? I'm right here. This is the number they say I'm at. You're gonna be right. We're gonna be right across from each other. That's fine. It doesn't bother me because I look at it being like in Philadelphia with Joe's and Pat's cheesesteaks. Hey, we could actually make it for both our benefits. I want to battle this ice cream parlor anyway. You know, so I said, hey, we can make it for our benefit. We can make a quick deal here where where we both because it was like I had to be careful because so many people watch these videos. It could you had to do like a theme for the event. I said it could be where we could sell both ours at the same time. I have flight. I have what we call these flight trades. I said we can make a deal where they can get yours and they can get mine, and we can increase our sales. So instead of them just getting one, they can try both ours. We ain't gotta have no competition, but we can work together on it. And I'm not afraid to step beside anybody at no ice cream, at no event with no ice cream. I'm not afraid to sit there beside you because I feel that good about our product and we're gonna get out. And man, that person was here. You can't be here. Let's call this person. Let's get you moved. I don't want we. I mean, it didn't bother me. I hooked the trailer was ready to go. And then finally, one of the coordinators came, man, you mind moving? Nah, it don't matter to me where you put me at. Where you gonna put me at? And so they put me away at the other end near the car show. It didn't bother me. Well, we good. We dropped. I went, moved the trailer, dropped off, put my daughter in it, and she sold out. Just about everything we had there. And she made a little over $800, no, her cut, not including mine. She made a little over 800 her cut. And so with that, we were good. And I saw then, I said, I don't know why they would be so upset. Don't want to know. You had two or three people selling tacos right there beside each other. They didn't matter. You had people selling pizza and everything else. They didn't matter, but they were just gone hold. You can't be here. You got to be on the other side. And I actually would have loved to be there beside them, just to see how they just to see their flow, see how they do things, and be the same thing with me too. So well anyway, that's not neither here nor there. But that showed me how this industry doesn't want any competition here. And like I say, they turned us in. With that turning me in, it allowed me to now to actually really focus on the ice cream parlor, getting it up and running. Even with the state, with us doing our SOPs and stuff, the state sent me some stuff. Shout out to the Department of Agriculture. Man, if you're going to get into the food business, do something with the Department of Agriculture. Because they ain't not like the state where they come in, oh, we're going to get you, blah, blah, blah. Now, their thing was, hey, let's see what you're doing and see if we can make it work for you. And I love that, where they not coming in, I got you. Hey, show us what you're doing. It might be something that we could find that work for you and get things going. And I love that because I got that call. It was Friday, Thursday morning. I called the store as soon as we opened, and I was like, I needed to talk to the lady, young lady who makes the ice cream, and the young man who was running the cash register. He picked up the phone. I said, "Man, I speak to so and so. You might have to wait, Mr. Smith. Why? Department of Agriculture here talking to her." I said, "Whoa, what?" So I said, "Give her the phone." And I give her the phone. She said, "Mr. Smith, Department of Agriculture is here. They got questions." And they asked me, they said, "Hey, we thought you would be here." I said, "No, I'm not there. I'm on my way there." At the time, I wasn't on my way there, but I made it on my way there. So they said, "We'll wait for you to get here." So when I got there, they told me everything that was going on, told me the concerns, said they had somebody gave them a anonymous tip about it, and they needed to investigate. I said, "Okay, fine." So from there, we went through the process. I showed them, and like I say, they said, "I don't know if you're breaking anything by doing this, but we let us go talk." So he left, went back, and the next day they told me, "Nah, you're not going to be able to, because we look at it as you losing, and you losing control of the process. But if you want to do it, this is what you can do to do it if you want to continue doing." And they gave me some tips from my SOPs, stuff I could add into my SOPs that cover me with training and all that. So it was great. It worked out good. And like I say, whoever turned us in, I appreciate it. You done me a favor. It allowed me to actually get closer into this thing, see all and put my full attention on it. We're gonna have a great year this year doing this ice cream. Like I say, when I get through that first customer, go through Rocky Mount doors. The ice cream thing is going up because I got the SOPs, I got all the stuff from the Department of Agriculture. I don't went through I don't went through everything. I don't went through everything building. I don't went through planning and zoning. I went through the environmental stuff. I don't went through I don't went through the engineering. I don't went you name it. I don't went through it doing this ice cream thing. Went through the Department of Agriculture, and I've taken all these bullets for you all. And if you want to come behind me, get it. Once that first dollar comes through that ice cream, the price is going straight up. And like I say, it's a great retirement vehicle. It's a great part time business if you're looking for something to do. And I have ways that because I found I stepped on all the landmines. I've gotten hurt in this situation, but you all don't have to because I found them for you. But you're gonna have to pay for it, pay for it to get it going forward. And we'll have more coming on with the appliance boot camp. The appliance repair business is still a great business to be in. I get calls every day about fixing appliances. It hasn't went anywhere. It's still going to be a great business for years to come. Ice cream is going to be a great business for years to come. Both of them are recession proof, and it's a great thing to be. We're gonna read a little bit what we got here, and then I'm getting out of here. They got an art exposure going on downtown, and we're gonna go there a little bit before we go to work. My son and I. Then I'm getting out of here. And here I go again. Can't read. Um, I gotta take my glasses off to see. Let's see here. Let me see how I can read this thing. Uh, right. Okay. Let me figure out. I got to figure out a way I can read this thing. I got to get me a new setup for this computer to do it because I'm not able to see any of this stuff. Okay, here we go. Uh, BK for the Rockies. I told you to be mindful of the celebrity status that you have. Remember, someone's always watching. And no, everybody tells me that, BK, and I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. I don't believe it, and I put it out here, and I get burned. I get burned every time. They don't have to have informants anymore. They just go on social media and look at everything, and so I get burned every time. So I gotta be more mindful of the stuff that I put on it, especially now. If what happened, I think too. What happened? We went viral. We had a video that a young lady done, and it went viral. And from there, I think they just got so much exposure that people really start paying attention. Um, 89 Dr. Funk. Um, let's see. Say, what's up, Mike? Good seeing you. Okay, thanks. I appreciate it. All right, let's see what we got here. Carrie Hunter. I think if I give it a second, it'll actually pop up. Let me see here. I can't. I still can't figure it out. Uh, well, I'm gonna read them, and then I gotta figure this mess out. Of what's going on. Uh, yo, that's crazy. Shake my head. Yep, yep. And I don't know if they're hating Carrie Hunter or what. It could be hate. Yeah, it could be hating. There's some hating there. Yeah, shake my head. Uh, Asimo Usa. Sorry if I pronounced the name wrong. It's so sad seeing so much jealousy out there. Keep being good, Uncle Mike. God's gonna continue blessing. Yeah, it's going good for us. And like I say, just some people look at it as if that if you're winning, I'm losing, and that's not true. Hey, what's going on, Sean C? Sean C said, uh, said, good morning, Uncle Mike and ABC fan. Okay, all right. So that's it for that. My son is up and walking around, so I know he's ready to get out of here now. So we're gonna go down, check this out, and then we're gonna go to work. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Um, I got a couple of videos that I need to release. Like I say, I'm still in the transition of moving stuff around. I'm gonna actually start shooting a lot more videos around here. and I'm gonna start doing my editing around here. So I gotta I gotta get all my stuff transported up here, my computers and all my editing software, so I can catch up with stuff. And like I say, once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and be on the lookout. We're gonna be opening real soon in Rocky Mount, so be on the lookout for that first customer to come through there. I can't wait to get the first customer to come through there. So once again, thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.